today I'm going to show you hoses. Sorry about the traffic. This type of hose is for drain jetting, but the only problem with this is PVC. It kinks. Once it kinks, it will always kink in that same space, and it's soft. Even though it's got wire through it, it still kinks. And I had this piece of hose as a link between my jetting hose and the machine. Even though it says it holds 5,000 psi, what happened was it burst in two places, and once it's gone you can't repair it, even though these are repairs. But if you can see that there, it's a pinhole, and that after the repair it just burst again. So this piece of hose is redundant. Now I've been searching online for different types of hoses. They do a hydraulic type hose, but the only problem is with that, it's expensive and it's quite heavy. The outer material also, it starts to disintegrate after time. But I came across another hose, and this was delivered yesterday. This hose, this one here, is only 3,000 psi, but the thing is, it's not holding pressure. It's not going to be trapped in pressure because it's going to be used as a jetting hose. I'm going to remove this part will go down the drain, the other part will go to the trigger, so that can stay on there, that's fine. And what it is, it doesn't kink. This is anti-kink and anti-wear, and the material, it's like a PVC, but there's something about it, it doesn't scratch up, because in drains you sometimes get some sharp edges, and it can just scrape along you and create a wear. But on this it's anti-wear, so I'm dying to get this set up and put it down the drain and try it out. This came from Germany, where this one here is actually a Chinese version. The reason I got this is because I just wanted a short piece as a link, but I've since replaced it with a hydraulic hose. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put a couple of fittings on. This one here, because it's going to be a permanent, this hose is quarter inch BSP fitting, and the quarter inch goes on there lovely. So I'm going to remove this first. Being really careful not to damage the hose at all. I should start to do it a bit at a time. being really careful with the Stanley knife. I've had no end of accidents with Stanley knives. Bear with me. What I'll probably do later on is put this type of sleeving, all this is the shrink wrap, this type of sleeving over here, just to help protect it really. But because this is going to be a permanent fitting, first of all I'm going to put a little bit of PTFE around it, not much, only a little. It's quite a deep thread, so I'm going to put the PTFE at the back end. Put it quite tight, just wrapping that a little bit, probably about 3 or 4 turns on there. Tidy it up, and now I'm going to put some Unibond, not Unibond, Loctite. This one is 638. Now, the 638, it's heat resistant, and it's one of the strongest ones they do. It's colour coded. This one I'm sure it's green. But let's have a little look. I'm not going to put much on here. Yep, it's green. And I think this is the strongest one they do. As I say, this one is going to be permanent. So just going to put a little bit of that all the way around. Don't go mad with these, because we've got this is brass. Now some of them are steel, some of them are alloy. This one's brass, so you don't get to go mad with it. Give it, just lift it up, and that is going to be So the pressure is all going to hold between the trigger and the machine. The hose here is going to hold the pressure. Obviously when you pull the trigger, it releases it through the hose. So it's not holding pressure. This is 3000 psi, which is about 206 bar. And this, for some reason, these hoses are made for carpet cleaners. And I thought to myself, for something that good, why not try one out with a jetting hose? Let's see. Just realised something. Take that off. Give it a wipe down. My other bit's going on there. That fitting is going on this end, not there. So let me redo that. You don't make mistakes. Right, run that round 3 times. Turn again. If I just do that, it's going all the way around it. When I thread that on, that'll take it around anyway. This end. So we go on there. That goes right up to there. Take that. This end. And we put this. This is a jetting nozzle. You've got 1 forward and 3 reverse. But it's a very powerful nozzle. This one will blast through any debris, whether it be fat or even roots. I've done a demonstration on one of my other videos with one of these set up, and it burrowed through a piece of timber which was 1 inch by 6 inch board, and it went through it. So what I'm going to do with this, because it's a mount, I'm going to connect it straight onto here. So obviously 2 mils down, so there's a bushing in between. I'm only using PTFE on this because I don't want it to be permanent, because they do wear. And they sometimes get a bit blocked and things like that, and I have to take them off and maintain them. There. Same with this, be careful. I could put a quick connect on. The only thing is, I've lost so many nozzles with this hitting something in the drain and releasing the nozzle, and the water pressure just pushing it off. So I'm not really happy about doing that. The nozzles are not, that expensive. Like this one was cost me about £8, and for that reason I have about 3 of them in my box. Right. So that's all. That's the setup I'm going to do. That one permanent. That one it could be removed. As I say, I should put a piece of shrink wrap over that, heat shrink I should say, just to protect it. And later on I'm going to try it out. These triggers need maintaining. Sometimes you get a bit dirt in them. All I like to do is spray some WD, pull it back, WD-40 on the bearings, give it a squirt inside, twist it round, so it's working. Inside, behind the trigger, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a little plunger. To keep that at range, bit of squirt, pull the trigger a few times, let it work in, wipe it off. This trigger, I think it's quite a while now, this one. This one is a 4,350 psi, and that's a 300 bar. That's a maximum on it, and it's never let me down. I've had lances that have failed for doing jobs with pressure washing, but this one has never let me down. Right. If you're interested in any of this, what I'll do, I'll put a link in the description to the various things that I've got here. So this hose only cost me £35, where if I bought the hydraulic one, the same hose would cost me about £90. These hoses, I think this, that cost about a tenner. You only get what you pay for. So I'm going to leave it there. I may add on to this me using this later on. I just have to set everything up and see how we go. Anyway, thank you for watching. And we're from the South Holland Power Cleaning from Lincolnshire. We work in the South Holland district, and if you need any drains cleaned, give me a call. Thank you.